Okay. Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Am I audible enough? Please give me an indication. Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Okay, good. Thank you. My name is Manoko, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you information with regards to business in general, the aspects of business, the do's and the don'ts, etc. So what I'm going to be doing is that I will share with you all the information that I've got, and then at the end of the presentation, if anyone has got a question that they need to ask, you're more than welcome to click on, there's a little hand in front of your screen. You can click on that, and then I will be able to let you in so that you can ask me any question that you want. Auspesti, you've got your hand up. Is it an error, or would you like to say something before we start? Alrighty, not a problem. I think I'm gonna be interrupted during the presentation because I'm gonna be accepting people to log into our webinar, but I hope that won't do a lot of damage. I think we must just get started, and then whoever's still going to be joining, they will find us along the way. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the aspects of any business. These are the things that each and every business must their foundation must be based on. It doesn't matter the type of a business that you are running. What I'm going to be talking to you about, they are related to each and every type of a business that you can think of. And I'm thinking that all of us, when we are here, I think we are currently small business owners or future business owners. So I really hope that the information that I'm going to be giving you today is going to be beneficial to your businesses. Without waste of time, I'm just going to get right into it. So I'm going to start with, the presentation is divided into two parts. The first part that I'm going to be speaking to you about is the aspect of a business. And then in the second part, I'm going to be talking to you about the company registration and the business compliance, because we spoke about this before, the company registration and the business compliance, but I feel like it's very important for me to repeat it, especially with the main topic that we are having today, because all of these two topics, they go hand in hand, right? So the aspect of a business, I'm going to be touching on the seven aspects that are most popular, and then these are part of the things that you need to consider, things that you need to do research on before you can even start trading in your business, right? So the first one, it's called the market, right? So the market is actually the people that you are going to be selling your goods to. They can be race, or it can be age, or it can be differentiated between sex, depending on the type of a product or the type of a service that you are running, right? So this group, you need to make sure that the type of a service or the type of a business that you are running, it has a market in the different categories of markets that you are looking at. For an example, if you were to look at to sell Air Force sneakers right now, so the Air Force sneakers, I've seen that the majority of the young kids, they are wearing the Air Force sneakers. Those will be your target market. If you are selling sneakers, your target market won't be our grannies, because our grannies, they don't wear those type of shoes. So the type of a market that you need to identify, it's mainly based on the type of a good or the type of a service that your business is going to be running, right? So then during this market, you'll have to make sure that you can produce enough goods to be able to accommodate your target market. If you're going to be selling stuff, you mustn't be at a later stage find that you don't have stock, because now the demand is too high. So you must always make sure that if it's goods that you're going to sell, you have got like a reliable supplier who's going to be giving you stock as and when you need it. Because the one thing that our customers don't want is to come today, they want to purchase something, it's there, but tomorrow, whatever type of a goods that you're selling, it's finished. And then you don't have a supplier because the supplier that you have chosen for your business, they are not reliable. To give you an example, in the office, I sell sweets, I sell Zimba, I sell kind of stuff. So today I didn't have stock on because I couldn't be able to go to Macro to get my stock. A lot of people came to my desk today. They needed to buy chappies, they needed to buy Zimba, they needed to buy the sweetie, but I didn't have stock. So that's an inconvenience to my customers. And if a behavior like this keeps on carrying on, I'm gonna lose those clients because they're gonna go find someone else who's selling what they need because I'm not reliable. So you are in the market that you choose and the type of a good or the type of a service that you want to provide, you must always make sure that you have it on hand or you've got a reliable supplier to source those goods or whatever that you would be selling, right? So it's the market. You need to identify who you're going to sell your stuff to, whether it's a service or a good, and you need to make sure that you've got your reliable supplier. Number two, every business needs to have an owner or owners. These are the people that start a business, right? So in most of the businesses that are running right now, especially the small business, you find that one person is a marketing person. You've got they also do their books. They also do door-to-door to sell. They also they do quite a number of things in that business. So when you are starting a business, you need to identify the roles that are in your business. And then if you will be able to handle all of those roles by yourself, or you need the people who are going to come in and start this business with you as the owners, meaning that you will not going to be the only owner. You will have 2 or 3 people that are also the owner of your business. So these people, they are going to be your support structure. You're actually supportive of each other. The concept may be yours, but you need people to carry you through this process. And during this time, if you're going to decide that your business needs partners, you need to be able to have like an agreement with your partners to say that, okay, now that we are partners in GM Accounting and Tech Services, what are the rules? Who is doing what? When do we get paid? How are we going to make decisions in the business? Because now remember, you are not only going to be doing things alone. You've got other people with you. So when you have other people with you included in your business, you will need to have a set of rules. Rules make life easier because at the end of the day, we know that we are abide by certain rules of the business. So that's the second thing that you need to look at. Whether you are going to cope on your own, you are just going to be the only owner, or you need other owners to be included in your business. And you will need to, immediately when you say that you want to have other owners, or you want to have partners, you will need to be able to determine, okay, how much is the share percentage? Because at the end of the year, remember that you will need to pay those owners, including yourself, some dividends. And then because probably you are the concept owner, this is your baby, you can say that you are getting 50% or 60%, and then you share the remaining percentage with the other owners that are involved in your business. So this is where you are able to exercise the sharing skill. If you have that sharing skill, that's where you're going to exercise that skill, because you know that you are not going to be making decisions by yourself. You know that all the profits of the business, they are not only going to be coming to you. You'll have to share them with other people. So that's what management means. And then number 3, one of the aspects of the business is the customers or the clients. These are the people that are bringing money into your business. These are the people that are buying your goods. These are the people that are buying your services. So if, for an example, you are a consultant, you will have people who are coming to consult at your business, or you are going to be going to their offices, or whatever the case is. So they will be coming to your business to buy. Either they buy a goods or they are going to be buying services. At the end of the day, these are the people who will make sure that your company has got money. Because when you provide a service, remember, you're providing a service, you need to be paid for that service. You're gonna be selling socks, you're gonna be selling perfume, you're gonna be selling cockroaches thingy. You need to have people who are going to be buying into your products, right? So these are the people that are going to be bringing money into your business. And the minute you have people who are bringing money into your business, such as customers, you will need to be able, or you will need to have a skill of chasing payment. Because some clients, what they do is that they will come to your business looking for a certain service, especially when you are running a service business. People will come to your business, they will ask you to do whatever that you're doing for them. You will send them a quotation. After you send a quotation, they're going to accept your quotation. And then the terms of your quotation, in most cases, especially for first-time clients, they will tell you that they want to pay at least 50% before you actually... You as the owner of the business, you will want 50% before you get started, and the remaining 50% after you've done the work. So sometimes you find that you have provided a service to someone, they have paid you the first 50%. Now the remaining 50% is a problem for them to pay you. So if you are a business owner and you are the only person in that business, or the only person running that type of a business, you need to have a skill to chase after payments. You need to be able to sit and call your customers and remind them every day that you want your payment, because this is something that you have to do on a daily basis. Because some clients, they'll tell you, I'm going to pay tomorrow. And if they don't pay tomorrow, you will need to call again to do a follow-up. The type of a business who are chasing money, or who are chasing the revenue in your business, we called them the debtor slack or the customer slack. These are the people that when you employ them, you as the business owner, you don't have to worry about whether so-and-so has paid you, because you do have a team of people in your company that are chasing payment to make sure that whatever service that you have provided, you've been paid for. So this is different from when you are selling your sneakers, or when you are selling your bed sheets, because goods like that, you normally want money up front. So you're going to get money up front from your customers so that you can go get stock, and then once you receive stock, and then you go deliver. So there's absolutely no way that you are going to be going to China City, for an example, using your 10 grand to buy stock that no one has requested, right? So by you collecting first and going to buy the stock later after you've got the money, it's one of the wise decisions that most business owners they make, because you are not going to be using your own cash for the stock that no one is going to buy, right? I hope so far I'm clear of what I'm saying. And then the fourth aspect is the startup capital, right? So if you are going to be starting a business, you need to have a capital. Capital is the money that you are using to start a business. So you need to identify, by this time you have already identified the type of a business that you want to run. Say for an example, you want to run a massage spa. When you're running a massage spa, on the fourth aspect of a business, it's the startup capital. So you are going to draw up a schedule. The schedule is going to tell you how much you need, what you are going to use that money for, and for how many months do you need that money. So like I said, if you're going to start, for an example, a spa where people come to your business and they do the massages and stuff, that type of a business, it needs premises. You can't run that business online, and you can't run that business in your room where you are staying and you're a tenant. You will need to get premises, for an example, at a mall, at a shopping complex, or at a place where you will be a tenant and paying rent. So when you are going to be doing your startup capital, you need to be able to provide for each and every expense at least 3 months in advance. Because remember that you don't want to put your business under unnecessary financial pressure. I'm going to give you an example. When you have a spa business, you're going to need to pay rent. You're gonna need to pay salaries for the therapists who will be doing the massages. You're gonna need to buy stock, the oils. You're gonna need to buy things like cotton wool. You're gonna need to buy towels. You're gonna need to buy gowns. You're gonna need to buy slippers, right? You're gonna need to probably buy water, bottled water. You're gonna need to buy some juices. You're gonna need to buy some biscuits, because when people come to your spa, they want to have the full experience. You want to have like a nice package where you are saying that for half a day spa, this is what you are getting. You are getting massages. You're gonna get a welcome drink with biscuits, or you're gonna get welcome drink with fruits. Maybe they're gonna have lunch. So you need to be able to have that money on hand as a startup capital, at least for the next 3, 4, 5 months, and then included in your startup capital expenses or schedule. You're gonna need to have like telephone. That's your data. Telephone, that's your airtime, because remember, you still need to promote your business. You still need to be able to have your WhatsApp on so that your customers can book their massage treatments via WhatsApp, because right now social media, whether we like it or not, it's one of the most popular way to advertise your business. And to those that have used it, they know that it actually works. So you need to have rent in advance, salaries in advance, stock in advance, and you need to have things like data in advance. And if you can have, for an example, all of these expenses that I have mentioned at least 3 months in advance. If your rent is like 10,000, you need to have 30,000. If your salaries, it's like combined, it's like 14,000, you need to have 14,000 times 3 months, because you don't want to be demotivated along the way when you are not getting customers, and you're gonna start stressing about, oh my god, when am I gonna get the money to pay my rent? When am I gonna get the money to pay the salaries? So startup capital schedule, it's very, very, very important, because you're gonna make sure that you've got everything that you need and everything is covered for financially. In your startup capital, you also need to have a cash flow projection. A cash flow projection, at least for the next 3 to 5 years. You are going to be showing the capital that you've got, the money that's going to come in, your monthly expenses, which is your rent, your stock, your telephone, petrol, wara, and then you need to show how much money or how much cash in the bank will be left after all of those. So when you are doing your cash flow projection, you are actually putting yourself at ease to say that if I start my business with 100,000 rand, for the next 5 years, I will be able to cope for as long as every month I'm getting customers who are paying me so much. So a cash flow is just a report that helps you set goals for your business. If you keep up to those goals, in most cases, you are going to be at ease. You are not going to have financial stress during the month, or during the end of the month. You're not going to be worried about, where am I going to get the money to pay my employees, or to pay my rent, or to get stock. So all of this, they are included in the fourth aspect of a business, which is the startup capital, right? Number five is the facilities and the location. Most of the business owners, when they are starting their business, I think we are doing it, I don't know, but we forget one of the most aspect of all, because your location is the most important thing. You cannot say that you are going to start a business, maybe, where can I say, in the deep rural area. You won't be able to survive, because the people in those deep rural areas, the only thing that's important to them, and especially if they are low class, the money that they have, they need to buy braai pack. The money that they have, they need to buy the essentials in their home. They don't have time to be paying 400 rand just to get their body massaged. So when you are going to be looking for a location for your business, especially if you're going to provide a service or selling goods, you need to make sure that the location has got the type of a market that you are looking for. And when I'm talking about the type of a market that you are looking for, I'm not even talking about your friends or your family or your boyfriends or your cycle. I'm not talking about that, because 60% of the time, the study shows that those people, they don't support our businesses. So when you are going to start a business, and you want to sell or you want to provide a service, do not base your customers saying your friends and your family are going to support you, because at the end of the day, you're going to be so disappointed, you are going to be demotivated, you are going to stop doing what you are doing because they are not going to come. Maybe 30% of them, they will come and support your business, but I wouldn't want anyone in here, or anyone for that matter, to start a business hoping that your family or your friends are going to support you. And that doesn't mean that they don't love us. They do love us. They do care for us, just that the type of a business that we are running, or the type of goods or service that we are selling, it's not something for them. So I think if we can start there, and you target neutral people, you target the people that you don't even know, your business will actually have an opportunity to succeed, right? And then the sixth aspect of a business is the permits and the licenses. Depending on the type of a business that you are going to start, you will need to have permits or you will need to have license. I'm going to give an example with a pharmacy. When you have a pharmacy, when you want to open a pharmacy, you don't just up and go and get a location and just put medication in there and sell to the people. You need to get permits from the pharmacy council. You need to have a license from the pharmacy council. You need to have a, what do they call them? The PR or RP, representative pharmacist. You need to have those people. So when you're starting a business, first do some research as to, does my business need license? Like liquor, for an example, you can't just sell alcohol. You need to have a license for it, right? So these are the things that you need to be able to do a research on. And if you're going to get a license, how much is that license? How much do you need to pay? Is it a monthly fee? Is it an annual fee? How does it work? So starting a business involves a lot of research. An idea can make sense in your head, and you can see yourself making a lot of money in your head. But when it comes to doing it for real, everything just goes south. So sitting down, drafting all the things that you need in order for you to start your business, it's very, very important. Even if it means that you get a consultant. You get a consultant to come sit with you so that they can go with you through each and every aspect of a business to say that, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to. It's very important because most of us, we are the brains. The brains, I mean that we know how to make that money. We know what I'm going to buy, but to actually implement it and put everything to action and do all of this deep research and financial planning, it's not one of the skills that many have got. So it is okay to get a consultant who will consult at your company or who you will consult with, so that you can be sure that whatever decision that you are making is based on facts. And unfortunately, in most cases, you are not going to get that information for free because everybody's trying to make a living. So you need in your startup capital, you need to also have an expense to pay a consultant. You can't do everything by yourself. We are not going to be able to do everything by ourselves and succeed. We need each other in order for us to succeed in business. And being greedy to pay a service, unfortunately, it's not gonna make your business a success. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And then one of the seventh aspect of a business is ownership type. Under ownership type, we are talking about, it's actually more or less the same as number 2, which is the management. You are going to be speaking to yourself as the founder to say that, are you able to do everything by yourself? Like, are you really able to do everything by yourself and not have heart palpitations every day when a customer comes and you don't even know how to speak to a customer? Are you able to do everything by yourself when you are logging onto your social media account? You don't even know how to boost your ad or how to promote your website. That's why I'm saying that we all need each other. each and every business needs someone in order for it to succeed, right? So the aspects of business, I've mentioned all of them. There are 7, so I've mentioned each and every single one of them. The last one is the ownership type, where I'm saying that, are you able to handle everything by yourself? And then if you're going to have people in your business to run the day-to-day of the business with you, those people will be your partners. Are you planning to give them dividends at the end of the year? How much percentage are you going to allocate to each and every one of them? Are you going to say, okay, just because I know Nyasha, she's just going to be an owner of my business? Or does she have to come with a certain skill? Or apart from the skill, I actually need 20,000 rand in order to invest in my business. Can Nyasha bring that 20,000 rand so that I can give her a certain portion of my shares? Those are the things that you need to be able to have a conversation with yourself about. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we all need one another to succeed, right? So the aspects of a business, they end there. And then, which brings me to my second topic of the day. Now that you have drafted the type of a business that you want to run, the type of directors that you want to have, the location, the customers, etc., and the supplier, you now need to register your business. Because if you don't register your business is going to not have certain type of opportunities. When you have a business registered, even if somebody can come to you and say that, I need your company registration document because there is a job that I want to give you, or there is a tender that I want to give you, you need to be able to produce those documents. Because you can't just say, I'm owning a consultancy services or I'm selling smart money, and you don't have some documentation to show, right? So once you are sure that now you are ready to start this business, you have all your ducks in the row, you need to go to the CIPRO website. When you get to the CIPRO website, that's where you're going to be able to reserve a name for your business. You're going to choose a name that you would like your business to operate as. It can be GM Accounting and Tax Services. And then you're going to reserve that name. It costs 50 rand to reserve that name. And then within a day or so, CIPRO will approve it, provided there is no other name that's similar to that name. And once CIPRO approve it, you are now going to register your company. Registering a company requires the ID copy, the certified ID copy of the director or of the owner of the business, address, physical address, email address, and telephone number. And what else? Yeah, I think that's that. And then you're going to complete on the CIPC portal, and then it's going to be finished. Your company will be registered between 2 to 3 working days. And then all of this, to reserve a name and to register a company, it's going to cost you 175 rand, right? So if you know how to do this thing, you can just simply log on to the CIPRO website and do it yourself. But for those that they don't know how to do it, or you know how to do it, you just don't want to put yourself under that kind of a pressure, that's when you get somebody else to do all of these things for you. But obviously they're going to charge you a fee depending on their fee structure. They might say that it's 1,000 rand, they've got like a package, or it depends. So they will register the company for you, do everything, and then once done, they are going to give you the documents, right? So once that's done, the company is registered, you can be able to open a bank account on the CIPRO website. You can choose between all the bank institutions that we've got in South Africa. You can choose your preferred one. Your bank will be opened, and then you can also get a BEE certificate from the CIPRO website. You can get that. And then once all of that is done, you can be able to get a tax clearance certificate, because once your company is registered, automatically income tax and provisional tax will be registered for your company. So you can be able to go to the SARS website and get yourself a tax clearance certificate for your company. Once you've got all of these documents, now you are ready to trade. You are ready to apply for tenders. You are ready to submit your documents where so that they can give you some jobs, right? Because every business, when you've registered a business and you have all of these documents that I have mentioned, You are not done yet. You still have a long way to go. You still need to go marketing your business. You still need to put your business out there so that people can know about it. So once that's done, most of you have got your personal social media accounts. You can turn your personal social media account into a business account. You can change the name and put it GM Accounting and Tech Services. Already you've got a follower there, a following there. So you can just change the name from your personal to your business, because right now, remember, now you are making money. You are no longer posting on social media for people to like your picture, for people to tell you that you're beautiful, or for people to tell you that you look good. You are now running a business and you need to make money from your social media platforms. So you're going to remove all your personal pictures there. You're going to now start promoting your business. You're going to now start rearranging your personal social media into being a professional social media account, right? So once you are done with that, you're gonna just need to go to your app, Google app or whatever. You're gonna download what do they call it, Canva. When you are on Canva, you are able to create posters yourself. And also, if you feel like creating posters and advertising, they are not for you, it's a lot of work, you're gonna be under so much pressure, you're more than welcome to go get somebody who can do that for you. You can get a person who's still in university doing marketing or doing graphic design, and then you hire them to do posters for you, to post for you on your social media platforms. Of course, they're going to charge you a fee. However, if you know that you are not capable of doing that, you might as well get somebody else to do it for you, because if you are running a business and you don't have the skills or you don't have the time to do certain things, your business is going to suffer, right? So that's when you are going to be starting to promote your page. Promoting your page on social media, you pay for it. Some when you boost it, you need to pay for it. It's either it's 100 Rand, it's 200 Rand, depending on how many days you want your advertisement to run. And it can reach for as many people as you want. You actually select your location. You can select the age group that you want to attract. So that is going to be everyday job. You're going to post on your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. You are now promoting your business because you want your business to reach as many people as possible so that they can now start to buy into your product, right? And then once that's done, you'll start to get your customers. You start to get your customers, they will be in and out of your bank account. Money is going to come in and money is going to go out. Your customers are going to pay you, and you're going to take out money to pay for your suppliers if you are selling goods. You're going to need to pay your salaries. You're going to need to pay your employees. You're going to need to pay your salaries. And all of these things, they all have things that they include. Like if you have employees and you're going to now need to pay your employees some salaries, you will need to have a payroll system. You will need to have maybe a payroll clerk or get an accountant who's going to be doing your books from a long distance. And then from there, you need to do pay slip for your employees. You now need to register for workmen's compensation. This is for injury on duty. You now need to register with the Department of Labor. This is for the labor benefits, including if you have ladies who are employees and they get pregnant, they will be able to go claim for maternity. If your business happens to not go according to how you've planned and you are forced to shut down, your employees can still go claim from the UIF department. And this is provided you are compliant with the UIF department. You will now need to register with SARS so that you can, after you do your pay slips now, if you've seen a pay slip, on the pay slip, you've got the gross salary, you've got the tax on the right-hand side, you've got the UIF. Those monies for the tax and the UIF, the employer deducts it out of your salary, and then they pay that money over to SARS on the 7th of every month. And then at the end of the financial year, you need to get someone like a payroll clerk, a bookkeeper, or an accountant who will do the IRP5 for your employees. So everything is linked in one. You can't do one and not do the other. It's a process, and in order for your business to be compliant, in order for your business to follow the regulations of the Department of Labor, etc., you will need to register for all of this. Your employees might need to say, I want to go apply for a loan, I want to go buy a car. They need a pay slip to do that. And if you are an employer, you have employees and you are not doing the pay slip, you are not paying the Department of Labor, that's very wrong. The Department of Labor can come and they can penalize you for that. So everything at the end of the day, it's linked. And as an employer, you need to make sure that you comply. Because if you don't comply, your business is going to lose opportunities. For an example, if you are not tax compliant, your CSD, it's almost like it doesn't exist. Because in order for you to get those tenders from the CSD, you need to make sure that your CSD profile is compliant. It's compliant by tax clearance certificate, meaning that everything is being submitted and it's up to date with SARS. Everything is being submitted and it's up to date with CPRO. Then your CSD is compliant. For those of you who are in construction, you need to register with CIDB. If your CSD is not up to date, or if your tax is not up to date, automatically your CIDB and your CSD, they are not up to date. So starting a business, it involves a lot of mathematics. It involves knowledge. It involves, there is so much information that goes into starting a business or starting a successful business. So this is the case where you will say, okay, now I'm good in marketing my business, but I'm not good in in running the finances side of my business. Let me get myself a bookkeeper. Let me get a Geneva. Let me get a man who go to come assist me with the finances stuff of my business, so that when you don't have to worry about whether your business is compliant, whether everything is being submitted, because you know that you've got somebody who's handling all of those things for your business. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Okay, good. All right, thank you. I might be offline. Okay, my battery life, I think they say that I'm left with like 20 minutes. All right, so if you've got any question with regards to everything that I have said, if maybe you need like an advice, there is a little hand there. You can click on that hand in front of your computer or your phone, and then I'll just open the floor for you. Then you can just ask anything. Betsy, I'm not sure if this is still an error or now you want to actually ask something. Betsy. All right, no problem. Does anyone have a question? Hi, Tidiso. Tidiso, you can unmute yourself and speak. Yes. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay.
Because of I have a few questions about answering detail.
Okay, that's fine. You can send me a WhatsApp and then I will respond.
Okay, my sister. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Does anyone have a question? Or you guys are sorted? You're good. All right. In that case, then I would like to thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate you taking your time to logging in here and listen to me speak. I like to be the center of attention, so me speaking here, it makes me feel good. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you again a week after next week. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be, but definitely anything business related, because I just want to give you guys as much information as you can, because most people, they are afraid to start businesses. They are afraid of SARS. They are afraid of being compliant because of lack of knowledge. So I hope that these sessions, they are really helping you guys a lot. I hope these sessions, they are motivating you guys to keep going. Starting a business is not easy. Some people, they have like 10, 15 years saying that I'm going to start a business, I'm going to start a business, and they never do. So starting a business is not easy. It takes determination. It takes being strict with a lot of things. So I really hope that these sessions are helping you. They are pushing you to have a business. It can be a side hustle or anything. Nomvula, would you like to say something?
Evening, everyone.
Hi.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
So, I can't remember what a company gave Lenin.
Okay.
So, I think 2014.
Okay.
So, I think after that, maybe for 3 years, I was doing Amari returns.
Okay.
Even though the business, it was not making money.
Okay.
So, before COVID, I think, and then I stopped.
Okay.
I don't know. So now at SARS they are sending me messages.
Yes.
Saying I'm owing.
Yes.
Because I was not doing
correct.
SARS returns.
Yes.
Even though the business is not making money.
Yes.
But I was supposed to do them yearly.
Yes.
So now I'm asking Uguti, which step must I take?
Okay. So
what's the advice that you have that I can do?
Okay. All right. So what it means is that every business that's registered in South Africa, whether it's operational or not, whether it's working or not, you still need to submit annual income tax returns to SARS. It's the provisional tax and it's the income tax. If your business is not operating, you're just gonna log on to e-filing, and then under the business profile, you're gonna submit the zeros. You are telling SARS that the business is existing, but it's not working. It's not making money. It's not operational. You submit the zero. So what you're going to do is, I don't know if your company has got a business profile on e-filing or not. So if it doesn't have it, you're going to log on to your personal e-filing, because how SARS have done it is that if you are the owner of a business, all your business are going to be under your personal e-filing. So you're going to log on to your e-filing. You're going to add your company in there, right? After you've added your company in there, SARS is going, you need to appoint yourself as the representative vendor because you are the owner of the business. SARS is going to want your certified copy of ID, proof of residence, the company registration document. They are going to want what else? A letter that you are going to represent yourself as the representative vendor. You're going to submit all of those to SARS. SARS, within 28 working days, they are going to activate the company profile. Then once it's active, you are now going to go into e-filing. You select the number of years that is outstanding. You're going to go in each and every one of them and just submit the zeros. Once you submit the zeros, and then your company will now be compliant. Unfortunately, there may be money that you need to pay in for the late submission. I think they charge 250 per year. In some companies, they charge 5,000 or whatever. I don't know where they would charge 5,000, but what I know is that it's 250 a year. So on the return side, your company is going to be compliant because you have submitted the returns. But on the debt side, you will need to pay those 250 multiplied by the number of years that you haven't been submitting. I hope I've answered your question. Are you answered, Nomvula?
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm answered. Can I please have your number?
Okay. I'm writing my number right now in the chat box on our thingy. Oh, okay, I don't know how to do this now. Technology is playing with me. It's 074. No. Yes, 074 074 680 3551. 074 680 3551. Okay, I'm writing it in there, ne? Oh, 074 680 3551. Okay, I've put my number in there, then you can be able to ask me any further questions. Is there anyone who would like to ask a question? Okay, I don't think that there's anyone. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you logging in, and I really hope that these sessions are helping you in your businesses a lot. I will see you a week after next week. Like I said, I'm not sure what the topic will be, but definitely business related topics. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.